Green-White Lands went 3-0 and took it down. Congrats to Matt Monroe taking down yesterday's stream. Okay, we're underway here. Plains. Please upload this one to YouTube, says Keeper. It will be on YouTube. It'll be on YouTube as early as today for YouTube members. YouTube members get to watch the entire stream immediately. Okay. Plains Pass, Volcanic Island got fetched here, I believe. Yes, and Dragon Rage Channeler to start the game for Peter. Let's turn player audio live.
Just checking its delirium ability. +2/+2 and flies, attacks each combat, okay?
Yeah.
Sounds right. Oops. I'm running over my cables.
Cavernous Souls, Soldier. And even though I said I never draw this, Suppression Field.
That resolves.
Okay, brilliant. Past 10.
Brilliant. Suppression Field on the battlefield for soldiers.
I'll cast a Dragon Rage Channeler.
Okay.
And I'll cast a Ponder.
Okay.
Suppression Field is one of those cards that I often think, how is this not used more when I see it on the battlefield? Because it can be brutal. It can be just brutal. With other tax effects in the Soldier Stompy deck, it can be quite cool. Another Dragon's Rage Channel hits a board, though, and a Ponder resolving here. And I think 2 types now towards Delirium.
It's not terrible, also not great. Yeah, I'll keep it.
Deck building cost high on Suppression
take
Field, I
4/1.
agree.
Yep. Oh, no, to my life.
The deck building cost is pretty high for a Suppression Field. But just when you see it on the battlefield and it does its thing, it's like, wow, maybe more people should be doing this. But so far, Peter unaffected. Exclusive to Enchantress and Soldiers, I think. Yeah, that sounds about right. Aaron looking up cards here.
And paying its other costs. Okay. Cavernous Souls, Soldier.
Everything's encounterable, right? All right.
Yeah.
Force of Will, not the best. Force of Negation, probably even
I
worse.
need to try for this. Chalice on 1.
That
counter
resolves.
And pass the turn.
Resolves.
Upkeep. I'll cast. Will I here? I'll cast a Manamorphose.
Sure.
I'll put a Demilich in my graveyard and a land into my graveyard. Then I'll add 2 blue and draw a
2
card.
blue.
And
Demilich in
with
the grave.
2 blue mana, I'll petty theft the suppression field.
The suppression field.
Yep.
Yep.
So this is on adventure. Just to make it clear.
Let's see if he misses the surveil
And do
here.
you have Delirium?
Yeah.
Yep.
And then I'll draw for my turn, since that was a draw for Manamorphose.
Okay, missed the surveil triggers on the petty theft, but that's okay.
I'll attack for 6.
So 6. Yeah, these could hurt really fast.
That
These
is the
and
plan.
Delver is kind of frightening.
I'll play a Sculling turn, and then I'll pass a turn.
I always thought I could cope better with Delver decks if they started with Dreadhorde Arcanist. The red replacement is not helping me.
No, more 1-mana flyers aren't exactly what you want to see.
This early stream is great for us Californians. Love it, says Turn Zero Games. Nice. Turn Zero Games brought us a new champion of the channel yesterday, Matt Monroe. Fun stream yesterday. If you missed yesterday's stream, definitely go watch it. What's up, Christmas? Oh, it is Matt Monroe. What's up, man? I thought your username was Monroe. I'm all confused. Use the shop account. Okay. Christmas is here, everybody. The former Hype Train conductor Christmas has joined us.
Oh,
No, Thalia Heretic Cathar. Got the wrong one.
yeah, so if I use this, it comes into play depth, right? Yeah.
Yeah, non-basic lands and creatures.
That results.
It is in the Discord. Maybe I should make a new Twitch account. Nah, I don't think you have to make a new Twitch account. Now I know this is you, so problem solved. Hi, Chris. Hi, chat. Hi, Ribosome.
All right, 10-10.
Yep.
Draw.
Is it more... So here's the thing that I'm trying to figure out. Is it more prestigious to be a former Monarch of 90s MTG or to be a former Hype Train conductor on the 90s MTG Twitch channel? I don't really know. I think it's like a tie, right, everybody? Both are big achievements.
I'll pass a turn.
And down to 7.
Caracas.
In range now for a lightning bolt. After one more attack, that is. Well,
Actually, I
actually,
love these kind of games where I can let like the first 2 lock pieces resolve.
Yeah. This is going very much like a game that opens double Delver and there's just nothing that I can do about it.
actually, the Chalice prevents a lightning bolt, but Brazen Borrower is on an adventure and can get cast here on end step. Caracas can't really do much about that. Monarch shows skill in the game. Hype Train shows community involvement. That's true, but both are kind of equally important, honestly. The Hype Train conductors are keeping the show going that the Monarchs can play on. Aerial Responder here. That's a good blocker with lifelink.
That works.
And I'm done. Oh, hang on. Now, am I? I can attack with the Thalia. It won't make any difference.
I'll go to 15. Then in your end step, I'll cast a Brazen Borrower.
Yep.
And then I'll take my turn.
That's a 3-1.
Yep.
Brazen Borrower comes down here. MTG Banding is here, everybody. Founder and 25 gift subber. MTG Banding has joined us and is very excited for an afternoon stream. And is highlighting every single message to show an embarrassment of wealth of channel points. For 90s MTG, they're the same. It's about loving the legacy community, says Kip. I agree with that. I agree. So it's a tie. Hype Train conductors and Monarchs are equally important.
Yeah, you flashed the Brazen Bar at the end of the turn, didn't you? Yeah.
Do a quick calculation here. Yeah, that sounds fun. What I'll do is
Aerial Responder traded with the Brazen Borrower, and here's another Dragon Rage Channeler.
Yep. Okay.
I'm gonna float 2 blue since this will get countered anyway. I'll target the channeler with the days, keeping priority.
Yep.
I'll target the channeler with the days again, keeping priority.
Yep.
A lot of Surveil traders getting missed here. Well, that's okay.
So I have 2 blue mana floating. It's 2. Yeah, that'll be it. So that'll get countered.
Yep.
Then I'll replay one of my lands.
Yep.
And I'll play a Demilich from my graveyard, exiling 4 instants or sorceries. I'll exile these 4 instants to Dazes
Yep.
amount of force of
Yep.
negation. And it comes in play tapped, I guess, because of Tanya.
Yes, must remember that. That thing that won't make any difference.
Then it's your turn.
All right.
Oh, and it's not even legendary or anything useful like that.
It's not.
Demilich, not a legend. Skeleton wizard, I believe.
I mean, like, I'm obviously dead. So yeah, let's just scoop.
All right.
I don't have sweepers, and this is what we need at this.
Is it good?
It's an eminently keepable hand. Blind, I would keep it. I'm just not quite sure if it's gonna do enough. I think I do actually just. What's the probability of hitting what I really need? No, I'm gonna stick with it.
All right, I'll also keep it.
So I'll do Chrome Mox,
Yeah, that's results.
Imprint Palace Jailer,
All right.
Okay.
Plains, Suppression Field,
Yeah, the results.
pass turn.
All right. Suppression field resolves. Can't fetch now.
I'll play a Volcanic Island and Dragon's Rage Channeler.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I'll pass
I
it.
was thinking I should dig for that, dig for a chalice, but I'm like, gosh, getting 2 mana and the chalice.
Yeah,
How
I think
far am I prepared to go for that?
yeah, the Chromox is, I think, more important than the Chalice.
Cavern of Souls naming Soldier. Baby Thalia.
Small one.
Can't daze.
Okay, that resolves.
Pass turn.
Okay. Thalia's here. Suppression field is here. And Peter Vanderham might be in a little bit of trouble. Let's see. Caracas, the play for turn. In a deck running a creature that costs 4 blue, Caracas is a bold choice. All right, Caracas bounces the Thalia, of course.
One. Not
Yep.
the most interesting turn, but at least I undid yours. Go.
If the Baby Thalia had been in my opening hand,
Wait,
it
hang
would have
on.
been
So
an instant
does
keep.
the suppression field affect Caracas?
Oh yes,
point.
absolutely. So yeah, my bad.
Okay, cool.
Suppression field
let's just rewind that.
absolutely does affect Caracas.
I looked at my hand, I was like, oh, Suppression Field, there's nothing against it, but that's not true.
Yeah. I got confused when he tapped the suppression field. I thought he was getting mixed up with Big Thalia, so we're all a bit confused here.
Right.
All good.
I'll Lightning Bolt target the Thalia, trigger the dragon.
Yeah, you've got the 2 mana. Yeah.
I'll put the top card from my library to the graveyard. It was a Delver.
Good catch, MTG banding. Thanks for the help on that. Coming in for 1 anyway.
Already had my dice on 19, so I'm still 19.
Right. Pass the turn.
That feels like a better play to me, actually.
Oh, it depends on your hand, of course. But
Yeah. Planes.
Suppression field is for fetches mostly. It can have other uses though. Just
Dawn
shuts
of
off activated
Amethyst?
abilities.
Yeah, that works.
Pass turn.
Well,
Lands is king, yes. Lands is king of this channel at this very moment. Yes, fetches, Caracas, Wasteland, etc.
Tough one, tough one. I'll upgrade the Tone of Amethyst and trigger the Chandler.
Raid, okie dokie. Yeah, for 3.
Keep this one on top. And attack for 1.
Yep, 18.
I'll pass the turn.
That sounds funny, MTG banning. That might have been while I was on hiatus from Magic. I wasn't really around for a big chunk of time. Should I defend with the same deck or play something else? Big decision, says Turn Zero Games. I mean, that's a tough decision. It would keep me up at night for weeks, for days rather, trying to figure that out. That's a really hard decision. People are going to be gunning for the Monarch. Dara Warchief. And you don't know who's going to be in the bracket either.
Soldier spells you play cost 1 less to cast. Soldiers you control get +1/+2. It's a base 1/1, but the +1/+2 applies to it, so it functions as a 2/3.
All right, and that results.
Yep, pass turn.
All right, Dara Warchief hits the ground. Thalia is being left in hand right now because of the Caracas, I guess.
I'll play an island.
We've had Monarchs in the past that chose a different deck every week for weeks at a time. David Thomas Tao, one of the first Monarchs of the channel, if not the first, the first, held on to it for about, I want to say 5 weeks by choosing a different deck every week. One with Cephalid Breakfast, then the following week played Burn, then the following week played Loam, I think, and just kept switching it up and faking everybody out. That was pretty fun. And then others like Boston have just chosen to run it back with Delver a couple of weeks in a row. All right, here we go. We got floating mana, everybody. Thank you, Peter, for bringing some indicators for floating mana.
Bounce the Dara Warchief,
Trigger
sure.
the Chandler.
Heavy theft.
I'll put that into my graveyard. And then I'll play a Demilich.
Oh, cheaper because of
I play two
sorry.
spells,
Yeah.
And then I'll attack for creature instant land. Yeah, still not there. I'll attack for 1.
No blocks, I'm assuming.
So if you had 17 now.
Yeah, so you played the mana forfeits, then the petty theft,
Yeah.
and that was how. Yeah, okay. Just keeping track of things with these new cards.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I'll pass the turn.
Well, I don't like sitting there in a Magic game and just going, yeah, when
Probably
actually
correct.
I've not
Yeah.
really got a clue what's going on.
Yeah, especially with cards like Suppression Field, and your opponents always miss those.
Anne knows what's going on. She knows what's going on. Round 1, game 2. Yes, we're in round 1. 2 rounds left after this. To loam or not to loam is the question for Turn Zero Games, I think. Yep. Turn Zero Games said that they're a blue player at heart yesterday on stream. So we'll see what happens, everybody. Everybody be patient. Yeah, a great opener for the land base considering the turn 1 suppression field. Agreed. A little bit lucky.
Yeah. So the casting cost we've already dealt with. I can ignore that. When it attacks, you get to. You may cast it, but not for free.
No, so I still have to pay the mana. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, you do have to pay the cost of the card being cast from the graveyard from Demilich. I think I left that out in my description earlier. It's not like Dreadhorde where it's free, actually. MTG banning is flexing on all of you in chat. And the reality is, too, if you highlight your messages in chat, I will definitely see them. PVDH is a great player, so I'm sure he kept a hand that was resilient to suppression field, but 4 lands of every color is definitely impressive. Agreed. Agreed. And Caracas. Caracas mixed in there is just funny.
I'll attack with these two. Trigger Demilich.
So we have, so it's flying now because we hit the...
No, it's not yet.
No, it's not. There's just land, creature, instant.
Yeah.
Yep.
But before blocks, I'm going to exile my Lightning Bolt and try to Lightning Bolt your creature. And trigger.
Yep.
So Surveil.
I was pretty sure that was going to be exactly what you did.
I'll keep the next card on top. You take 5.
Yep, it's 12.
And takes 5, down to 12.
I'll play one of these fetch lands.
Okie. Is that the new old Arid Mesa?
It is.
Yeah.
All right, Retro Frame Arid Mesa, everybody. Get excited. Demilich looking strong, I agree. Demilich is looking strong.
Yeah.
If you see what I mean. I like the old stuff when it's
actually old.
Yeah. I will always choose old over new, and I like things like the Ponder getting the old print and that kind of thing, but when it already has the old print, it doesn't make sense
Arid
to
Mesa
me.
didn't have the old print. So
Arid Mesa's enemy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm getting mixed up. Yeah. They're not as nice as the Onslaught fetches, though.
No, they're a bit darker, a bit...
Yeah.
Anyway,
I have a...
The players are snobs. The players... They're just a bunch of snobs. Pretty decent Dreadhorde Arcanist impression there with the bolt on attack. Agreed. Did have to pay for it, though. A little bit more fair in some way. Rest in Peace comes down here, though, and shuts off any chance of Delirium or Demilich getting any more value. But Brazen Borrower gets cast on end step, so a lot of damage coming in here. At least 8.
So it takes 2 for me to fetch, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Rest in Peace is nice, but can't block with a Rest in Peace.
I'll Petty Theft Rest in Peace.
Ouch.
Oh, that's not nice.
I'll,
You only have 2 of those in the deck.
I'll keep that on top. Oh, yeah. But what I didn't really make sense, right? No, it does. It does. I'll pay 2 to fetch this stuff.
Yep.
My life doesn't.
19 is the first fetch that you've done.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, another fetch for Peter Vanderham. Through Suppression Field this time. Well, not another fetch. First fetch. First fetch.
I'll Lightning Bolt you during the channel.
Bolting me direct.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think that's
I'll
game,
put
everybody.
into the graveyard. So 9. I can't. It's not like the Leonin that I can't fetch more times, right? No. Okay. So then I'll just attack for 8.
Yep. So down to 1. Gut shot?
No, it's your turn. I forgot that Suppression Field wasn't like the Leonin that I pay once and can fetch twice. So I wanted to Lightning Bolt you, but I was like, oh wait.
Nobody knows what Suppression Field does. That's the biggest benefit of Suppression Field.
Yeah. the failure of my Dowry War Chief to survive is a bit of an issue because I've got a Captain of the Watch in hand and I haven't drawn the mana.
I just need mana,
So I think I'll do a Thalia Heretic Cathar, bring back the Rest in Peace, but know that it isn't enough.
Yeah.
Pass turn.
All right. Looks like that's game.
So just because I can, I'm gonna pay 2.
Oh yeah, kill me in the most impressive way possible.
I know. I want to bounce your Talia.
Yeah.
I don't actually have anything else impressive. I have a mountain, but I'll attack.
I really want you to gut shot me. Yeah.
I
I'm done. Goodbye.
All right. Demilich does the final damage there.
Oh, wow! That dragon thingy on just without
the 1/1.
without the no, I've forgotten the name of the thing that has 4 things in the graveyard.
Delirium.
Yeah, that's the one. I was going madness. Things that are synonyms with delirium, but not actually delirium.
Yeah, I just opened a hand without fetch lands and a lot of lands in it. And I was like, yeah, sure.
I was gonna say, like, if you had fetch lands in your hand, that would have been a totally different game.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad that it went a bit further, but yeah.
So, Anne, I'm wondering because you mentioned earlier some possible new cards for Soldier Stompy that.
There's quite a nice 1/1. No, it's a 1 mana soldier in Modern Horizons. It's rare.
Esper Sentinel? Is that what you're thinking of?
Yeah, and when your opponent casts their first non-creature spell, you get to draw unless they pay X, where X is its toughness at that time.
Right.
But obviously there's effects in the deck that no power. But there's effects in the deck that would increase the power. And then that means that's also an artifact creature, which also then brings you the possibility of using the white, I'm Arcbound Ravager, but actually I'm a white common. I can't remember its name. So
yeah, I'm not sure.
And this the 1/1 himself, I'm not sure is quite good enough. Because it's a bit. It's like, okay, so if I have to have a Cavern of Souls to play it.
Gotcha.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't if I haven't put a Chalice down, but it's hard to play. I think it would be definitely worth testing, but I'm not. I'm not extremely excited by it, shall we say?
I mean, I'm not a soldier player, but I think if I had a soldier deck, I would at least try Esper Sentinel. It seems pretty cool.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, it is kind of a non-bow with Chalice. I know what you're saying.
Yeah, and that's not a problem. I played in the 2 weeks that Lurrus was legal. I played a humans deck with baby Thalia and things that were humans, whilst also playing Chalice. And I had Kytheon from Origins that flips into the Gideon Planeswalker and stuff like that as well.
Oh, yeah.
1-drops. That deck was really good. I only lost once with it. So,
yeah, that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool, but it wasn't.
Is there like a Soldier Stompy Discord or
not that
somewhere?
I found? So if somebody wants to tell me about it, invite me. But it is, a relatively.
I was just curious because,
played deck.
like we, for example, we had somebody on the stream the other day who's the Pox Discord admin and kind of like leads the Pox community.
Yeah.
But I always like hearing from people that stick to one specific deck that's kind of like a like a deck you don't see that frequently, I guess I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I mean, this definitely is a pet deck, but there are definitely times when it's a horrible deck for the overall shape of the format.
Well, how is it feeling at this very moment in time?
So, I think it's exactly as you say. If he'd have had fetch lands in his opening hand, it goes completely differently.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, like, I got slaughtered game 1, but you get slaughtered when people go double Delver, and the new dragon thingy is basically Delver in disguise. Yeah. And I've always been okay with losing those games, because those games are 1-2%, 2 or 3% of games that get played, and you can't win against the best draw of the opposing deck. And then the second game, he's got more fetch lands than non-fetch lands in his deck, and he didn't have the fetch lands.